quite often we need to be able to create a list of items. And so today I want to go over how we're going to create an unordered list. Now, sometimes people refer to it as a bulleted list, and that's not technically its name, and there's a very good reason for not doing that as well. And I'm going to show you that too, but in just a minute. So let's go ahead and start with, how do we create an unordered list? Well, it's very simple. I have here some basic HTML. You can see all the text that are involved in here. So here I have some HTML, and let's say I needed to create an unordered list. Let's say this web page was about a computer system and we want to list all the things that were in it. Well, the unordered list gets this idea from, it doesn't matter what order we read these items in. So I don't have to do like the first item, the second item, the third one. They just all need to be done or all need to be read. So let's go right here, and I'm going to come at the end of my paragraphs, and I'm going to put in UL. There's a closing UL tag, and that is for unordered list. And then every item inside of an unordered list is going to have an LI tag. Now, the closing LI tag is technically optional. You don't have to put it there in HTML5. However, a lot of people do it either out of habit or because anytime they have something open, they just like to kind of close it just for that symmetrical perspective. A lot of code editors like Visual Studio Code do this for us automatically, and that's what I'm using here. So let's talk about the first item in our supposed computer we're going to talk about, and let's give it, for example, a processor. We'll say it's an i10 processor at 4 gigahertz. Pretty modern type of processor. We'll come down and create a new list item by doing LI again. I'm going to go ahead and save this real quick. And come here and notice now on my HTML page at the bottom, you're seeing those 3 bulleted items. Now, by default, they do look like little bullet points, and that's why a lot of times people do call it a bullet list. However, we're going to be able to change that in a little bit when we do our styling of an unordered list. Well, let's look at some other things that we can do with our unordered list. If I want to have a second list of items, I need to create a second unordered list. And one of the things that we typically see, for example, is if we're making a cake or making cookies, something like that, we have a recipe. The list of ingredients is not needed to be any specific order. We just need to make sure we have all of them. So I could put in something like, and I could go on and on creating my list, as you see here. In order to do this, when I save this and go back and reload it, you notice that now there's a separation between those two elements, and that's important to notice, is that we have 2 separate lists. And how we handle those lists and how we put them together is very important for us. And so we always want to be keeping track of that. Now, the other thing that I can do is I can have nested lists, and that is a list within a list. So, for example, there's more than one type of sugar. Now, we typically think of like table sugar or white sugar, but there's also other types. So if I want to create a list of saying that, hey, we need to have multiple types of sugar, I can simply come before my closing LI tag, and I'm going to create a new unordered list tag. And in it, I'll say I need, for example, 2/3 a cup white sugar and 2/3 of a cup of light brown sugar. Light brown sugar just has a little bit of molasses in it, and you use this if you're making cookies, for example, like chocolate chip cookies. So if you're not a baker, you learned a little something new extra today. So when we do this, you'll notice that inside our browser window, You're going to see that it indents it. Anytime we have a new unordered list, it gets indented, and you see that's actually pretty standard because our list is indented from the edge of where our paragraph would be. So it just further indents. It also changes our solid bullet point to be an open circle, and that's just because of the nesting ability of it. And we can have nest within nest within nest if we need to. It's a pretty simple process. So that's examples of how we're going to create an unordered list and how we can nest them and create multiple lists all in one simple example here.